Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is SKTV coming to you live from Phoenix, Arizona. My name is Sekou Kenneth. Today we are coming on very late, but it's better late than never. It's good to be here. My colleague Melbourne and the rest of the team, good morning to you all from my end. Good evening to you in Liberia. And those of you following us in Australia, China, Asia, where it's in the morning, want to say good morning. And those of you following us in the eastern part of the United States, want to say good afternoon. And Liberia, good evening. And of course, if you are in the West Coast, we say good morning. We stay in the morning. I have about 11:52 precisely. But yes, indeed, um, we are happy to be back here. Despite starting late, but yes, indeed, it's good to be here. I want to encourage each and every one of you to share the show. Today's edition is going to be What's on Your Mind, open mic. But we have a whole lot on our minds, including Mabel. Mabel got even more on his mind. Mabel got more on his mind more than me. Trust me. And every Liberians uh, right now, especially this is a political season, everybody, everybody will tell you they got a whole lot on their mind. So, Mabel, how are you doing? And how is Liberia?
Thank you, Seku. Liberia is going good. And the time check here in Liberia is 7 minutes, climbing up to 7 o'clock. I mean, it's in the evening time here in Liberia. And for a matter of fact, today is the first day in the 6th month, and the year remains the same, 2023. Yeah, so Liberia is great. The sun here, well, when it comes to the weather, the sun is shining, a bit shining this morning. So at least we are between some days the rain falls, sometimes the sun shines. So thank God for that. At least God is really doing well for us as people. Yeah. So we have 131 days to go into most talk about October 10th elections, and Liberians are all gearing up. Politicians are all coming up from their loop corners. They are all putting up their political governments, how best they can convince the people. So these are happening right now in Liberia. One election commission, the referee is also there preparing, making sure that the game go well, making sure that everybody participate, especially for those who are eligible to be part. So good. We're moving very strong, indeed. Any news now that you see now or hear about, it will be political news. Honorable Alexander B. Cummings were here this morning, and he talked a lot about Liberia, his plan for Mama Liberia, what he's going to do when he take over, and so on. Yeah, so Seku, and to our viewers, these are things that happening in Liberia political season. We are already into the political season, so there's no drawing back, or maybe everybody now putting up their own jacket to make sure that at least they be part of the process.
Huh. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You know what's funny?
Mm,
When we start the show,
mm-hmm,
um, uh, some people who support Ambassador Joshua Nima Boaga, the former vice president,
mm-hmm.
their fear is what SKTV going to say today about Joshua Nima Boaga. They're so concerned about us. So one of them just came and said, nothing about Joseph Boaga today. Why are you worried about that?
That's a friend or
And,
Seku.
and you should be happy that Joseph Nima Boaga people, they are fighting by all means to get in the news right now because the CPP have stolen the show from everybody. Everywhere you go now in Liberia, whether it's on social media, print media, or radio, anywhere you go, CPP have stolen the show. So you guys should stop. Somebody, if you come here, you use F word, we will not even warn you.
And that's the thing. With some of them, they support us. I think they gotta be mindful because those guys or maybe some of them the way they behave. If you are supporting, like for example, you are supporting Party A, and Party A is part of the opposition bloc. I don't think it would be necessary that you be insulting maybe Party B or Party C. So we've been following, actually, we've been following all of these things, especially on the social media. And the chairman of the CPP also said that, in fact, he's ready. He put on his political jacket so that anybody that's going to come on his post or anybody that's going to attack them, they're going to make sure that they attack. So I've been seeing the opposition fighting back to back, seeing or maybe going at each other's throat. I think that's the wrong thing to do as an opposition.
So let me ask you, before we even start the show, let me ask you, somebody say the CPP is a moving train. I mean, it's a moving plane. And the UP people say the UP is a moving train, and the people say it's a moving plane, airplane. So plane and train, which one is faster?
I think the plane is faster than another moving object that you may think about.
Okay, so I don't know. Are we gonna have the news bulletin today?
Oh yes. So 2 more minutes to go, and coming up at 7 o'clock, we're gonna go for the news bulletin. And trust me, while you're there, maybe because of something, because we want to go to the news break, and I don't know whether they will like it. If not, then you can continue to be talking with them small until we come back after the news break, and we can continue from maybe from where we're going to, or maybe meet you people maybe after the 7:15 news bulletin.
Yeah. So since we started late, we will carry on the show, and then after the news bulletin, you can rejoin us, and we'll be here, and. Yeah, but we have a lot going on today. So I was watching some action today, believed to be around the president's house. There were protesters there. So I'm going to play a video where the police were arresting the protester.
I think for that Diamond case, right? Yeah. So. When we come back, we're going to delve into that also.
We're going to delve into it right now. As a matter of fact, I already get the video uploaded. Just for you to see.
So first,
all right, this is OKFM Live. This is taking place here Jamaica Resource, right before the home of President Weah. The police are arrested some young people who have come to call the attention of the president to intervene into the ongoing Diamond saga. But this how this protest ended. All right. Earlier, the head of the protesting people left to meet with the Justice Minister and the head of the Liberia National Police, and the rest of the people that left here, police are start. All right. This is what happening. Yeah. This is what happening. 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 All right. All right. The protests are come boot up. This is what happening. It's happening before the group of President Weah and there's a serious thing happening here.
Chief, what happened? Can you explain to us? Chief, can you explain to us what happened? Bossman, can you explain to us what happened? Please, policeman, can you talk to us what happened? Can you talk to us? I just said that. You are wounded. Can you explain to us what's happening?
Yeah. All right, he's recommending that we talk to the police spokesperson. And this person.
What happened? What happened? Can you explain to us what happened? What does he want from me?
The people arrested us. They told us. We will take the paper. I take the paper.
What happened for your brother post upon me? What caused Very sad. This is so you have to lot of us.
And we are then told by this other official around here that this man got wounded as a result of being hit by one of the protesters, and who is also faces leaking here with blood. Folks, keep following. My name is Fasil Donzo, bringing you this live from the residence of President. We are here at Jamaica Resource at the Rawa International Highway. Keep following. Following, we are here bringing you the live broadcast from the Jamaica resource here at the Rubber International. Who was your eye?
They say that who put the lamp on brother. They say when I hit my eye, he got to find the heaven and you put the last agenda and say we could be in the crowd. We have to be crowd. What I think is it's I will listen to the president. Yeah. And that's not about it. We could be in the crowd. Yeah. And we're going to make sure
All right, the pickers are leaving to Zufo. A serious disagreement here between the police and the protesters, citizens that have come to protest in drawing the attention of the president into the ongoing diamond saga here at the president residence, Jamaica Resort. Thank you for being there. My name is Fasu M. Donzo, here bringing you this live broadcast. All right. Still remain some police officers here in a very good number. And I can't actually tell you why they are still here for. But another pickup where a good sum of police officers still remain here. And those are here protesting, they have all gone until we meet again. My name is Fasu M. Donzo, because they got
paper before you approved, Minister Tway. You saw the numbers. You saw the number. Was it $1? Was it $10? Was it 1 million? How much did you approve that the president should use?
I'm so sorry. Yeah, this is called police brutality. Brutalizing the citizen for speaking out. You know, I'm against violence, and I'm also against the violent protest. But if you're only having the placards and singing, because what I listen to, no diamond, no election in Bapolu. President, we won our diamond. I heard that in other videos that they have out there. Hold on one second. Let me check on Melbourne if this stuff is going on.
General Lawrence George speaking on.
Okay. Yeah, they're still carrying on the news bulletin. So if the Liberians are protesting for whatever reason, I think it is their right. It is their right to protest at any time. And the Liberian government is supposed to protect every citizen, even when they are protesting. If you think they are causing some civil disobedience or they are causing some problem, you can arrest them. You can tell them to disperse. You can arrest them just to calm the situation down, but you don't have to beat on them. You don't have to beat. The other guy's shirt was already blooded. I saw the guy's shirt to saw blood on it, which is very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. We are getting towards election. And election comes with a lot of problems. There will be times some people will be they will disagree with the government. Some people will not be happy. Some people will go and protest for some reason. All the government needs to do, you need maximum security in the country to protect the people. It is part of our democracy. The right to freedom of expression, freedom of assembly, and people getting together singing. They're just calling the attention of the president. You don't have to beat on them. You don't have to beat on them. I think that is unfortunate. But actually, that was not what was on my mind today. I have a few things on my mind. First thing on my mind is Charlene Brumskine, the vice standard bearer for Alice Cummings. Listening to her yesterday. As a matter of fact, it was my first time to sit and listen to any show or be part of any show for 4 hours. I followed our show yesterday from the get-go, and we were asked to participate. We went there, we were there to the end of the show. But it was like something is not not a reality. You know, it was like a dream, like what is going on here? Not just the eloquence of Charlene Brumskine, her body language, the demeanor of her approach to the issue. It was breathtaking. I honestly admire her, and this is not in any way, shape, or form an endorsement for the CPP. I think the radio is back.
6.1 they had in so of Liberia. So yeah, Sekou, if you're there, we are back after the news bulletin.
Thank you so much, Melbourne. Thank you very much, everybody listening to us on the radio in Liberia. I want to welcome you back to SKTV. Today we say it's going to be open mic. It means what's on your mind. I was just telling the Liberian people what was on my mind.
Okay.
We talk about the protester a little bit, but actually what was on my mind today was what happened yesterday. The appearance of Charlene Brumskine on the closing argument, which was also aired on
On Truth FM,
Truth FM, Hot FM,
Hot FM,
and other network in Liberia. You know, Melbourne, sometimes it's one thing to listen. It's quite another thing to understand. A lot of people can listen, but they don't understand what somebody is saying. They don't pay attention to the body language. They don't pay attention to what the person is actually saying. So what I saw yesterday, I saw a female that is very strong, a female that does not hold back, a female that is ready to fight. Fight not in a violent way, but a female that will show their strength intellectually, maturely, showing her strength about her understanding of issues. And sometimes some people are very educated, but they lack the ability to speak, and not only speaking, to speak for it to resonate with the people.
That's the thing.
But this young lady yesterday, some people say when you say young lady, people say, when you look at a political scene, anybody below the age of 50,
you are young.
For president, for vice president, you will always be referred to as young. And not only that, this lady Fixer 2, she may be 47, but her appearance, her look, she looked like a 30.
It's not 47.
She doesn't look like 47. Somebody will argue that this lady is not 47.
So it's almost a flare. Flare say your waist 24, your size 24.
I don't know what I want.
I'm just trying to jump.
I don't know what the waist and all the things. I don't know. But what I know, anybody, some people can call her young lady, or some people can call her small girl. She's older than me. I am older than her, but she's older than a lot of people, but they can still consider her to be a young girl or a small girl. By the way, SKTV with Truth FM will also be playing host to her this coming Sunday. You know, when it comes to SKTV, it's going to be different. Like I told the guys yesterday, they did a marvelous job yesterday. You know, they did a good job yesterday on their show, the closing argument. But the SKTV, we do our thing a little different. And maybe that is because we do not have a lot of people on the show. Maybe that's why. But we do our thing differently. Different in the sense that, not to take anything away from the other guys, they do very, very well. Well, not to take away anything from the closing argument. You know, we discover this lady when she first appeared on SKTV. We asked her about things that came out as a prophecy. We asked her on this platform whether or not she will accept to be vice president if she's given the opportunity. And she agrees. She said, certainly, I will. Now here we go. She's not today a vice presidential candidate. Beyond that, her nomination her nomination captured the minds of the Liberian people to the extent where if the CPP, if they don't strategize well, and if they don't actually plan well in terms of the appearances and messaging and stuff, and I believe some people would like this, she could even overshadow the vice president, the presidential candidate.
Indeed, and in fact, there are already messages already on Facebook. Some people are
asking. She might even overshadow, which is something Mr. Cummings would like, because Mr. Cummings said she is everything he's not, which means she is somebody. I mean, that's how many vice presidential candidates. That's what they like. The vice presidential candidate are the one that can actually fight, protect, and can be served as an attack dog for the president. But the likability aspect. Imagine a seditian calling from Brumskine and say, I'm a seditian, but I will support you.
Indeed.
Which interview? Somebody said we should play the interview.
No, that interview too long. They're talking about our closing argument.
No, I don't
nothing to.
No, but we're not gonna do. That's a 4 hour long. We want to hear for maybe 1 hour.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's the one, but something they're talking about. Well, let me say this. I think she will do a good job, Mr. Cummings, and I believe Mr. Cummings will love everything. I think he's loving everything going on with her. And I think it was a right pick.
Indeed.
I don't know what's in the mind of the Liberian people, but something happened yesterday. I think she appeared. Oh, okay. The guy was talking about Charlene's interview on HKTV where she.
Okay.
Where she says she will go for it. No, we'll play it when she comes here on Sunday. We'll play a part of it, especially the exact part I talk about.
So we're gonna edit.
We're gonna play that part so you can listen to her. While she herself will be here to listen to herself. We'll do that on Saturday. But what I was trying to say here is that she had an interview on OKFM yesterday before the closing argument. Then I saw an excerpt of that interview wherein she's complimenting Joseph Nwabuagai. She's showing a good side of Joseph Nwabuagai. That Joseph Nwabuagai was a registrar. When her mom was going to school, she is 47. I believe her mom that time, I don't know her mom's age at that time, but Joseph Nwabuagai was serving as a registrar at that time. Maybe Joseph Nwabuagai is close to 90. We don't know.
That's the thing, because
yeah, maybe the right age of Joseph Nwabuagai, we don't know yet. Because for the 7-year-old, her mother was small when you were registered. You add 20 or 30 years over that, and then plus 40 years. And how old was Joseph Nwabuagai when he was serving as a registrar of the school, where he was making decisions that you don't have to have money. We'll keep you here. Maybe Joseph Nwabuagai is 90, or maybe, I don't know. But anybody can second guess his age right now, because it looks like that age is not right. On top of that, and I found this very much ironical, for people to take a portion of that video where she is saying good things about Joseph Nwabuagai, to use that against her or the CPP, I saw it that just that portion was played on some kind of video, some kind of what you call all of you.
So, sometimes they just call it.
I know class reload or class upload, whatever. Class something. The show what Dylan had last time. I'm gonna class whatever they did. I don't know. It's a class something. I saw there they playing the video, and people are commenting saying she's campaigning for us. How dumb can you be? She's campaigning for you? So you are not able to say any good thing about Joseph Boagai? Or you waiting for somebody else to say it? Then you say she's campaigning for you? I think she's been a good human being.
Indeed.
She's been an honest person.
Indeed, 100%.
She's been non-political. She has also proven what she said publicly, that I'm not a politician. I'm not your typical politician. She is regular people, regular human being. That's what she showed. She showed that I can still say a good thing even when we are on opposite side. I can say good thing about you. I can recognize your good thing. I can still respect you, even if she doesn't even call Joseph Boakai. It's your Honorable Boakai. She was very, very respectful. And a regular politician will never have done what she did. Regular politician will think that any good thing you say about your opponent will be to their advantage. But she knowingly, willfully mentioned good things about Joseph Boakai. To me, that is telling. It says a lot about her than it says about Joseph Boakai. She was not under duress. She was not forced to say anything, and none of us could have known anything about whatever she was saying. But this show that this woman is a decent human being, and she is an honest person. So to take that against her, I think that's petty. That is unfortunate. And it speaks volume of those people who are trying to use it against her. You are only marketing her to be a good person. If you don't know, you are campaigning for her that she is an honest human being. That will even say good things about her opponents at her own detriment. That's what you are doing. That's what you're saying. You're telling the world that she's a great human being. Beyond that, Mabel, there was a revelations yesterday. There were a lot of revelations. But one of the revelations yesterday, I think Steve was just here. Steve, welcome. Mama, you need to come on with you, Sonny.
Thank you. Let me come on and can tell us what's on his mind, because they made a fire for fire.
So yesterday, the revelation yesterday, it was a vindication for me. I was vindicated yesterday in SKTV as a whole. We said on this platform, time without number, that Joseph Boakai was a troublist. The video that was played yesterday from the late Councillor Brumskine, that video been circulating around. Another thing that I really, really want to talk about when I say I was vindicated is the revelation about Darius Dillon. Darrell Dillon is who we have discovered him to be. He is vindictive. He is thin-skinned. He is temperamental. And he is an angry. I'm sorry for using these words. He is temperamental. He is thin-skinned. He is an angry. He's an ungrateful human being. And he's not honest. He's not honest. Almost like everything he does is a game. That's dangerous. That everything you are doing, everything you do, even your interaction with people, your discussion with people, whether everything you're doing, you must play game. The fact that Yombly trusting Dillon for Dillon to be her appointment or decision maker, her chief emissary, her trusted advisor, for Dillon to engage the other side in the heat of the fight, when everybody, all the opposition yearning for peace in the Liberty Party. When some of us on a daily basis, we are on the radio, on social media every day, talking to people behind the scene and in public to bring peace to the Liberty Party. That Dillon went and asked for peace and asked that Yombly should be brought back and give her the position of the political leader. Despite everything going on in public, despite everything that was going on in the court, that Councillor Brumskine's wife summoned other members of the Liberty Party, including the chairman, Musa Belete, and his daughter, Councillor Brumskine's daughter, taking the mantle, say, you know what, whatever the case is, we have to resolve this. We have to resolve this. And you say, you agree. And the people say they will give you whatever you ask for behind the scene when nobody's looking. And then they call you. Come, let's fix it. Come, let's give you what you asked for. And then you never show up. That is the hypocrisy to the core. High level hypocrisy. And at the same time, you are out there presenting the bad picture, the bad image of other people. Oh, Musa Belete destroyed the Liberty Party, Musa Belete doing this, Musa Belete doing that. Now behind the scene, Musa Belete say, okay, since the fight is about the political leadership, Charlene asking me, the mother is asking me, I'm going to talk to the executive committee. We will let it go. Let Yombly come and take it for the sake of peace. Then in that meeting, you never show up and you didn't tell the public. You know, I said this thing yesterday. You know, now has turned to someone, an old man in the village who is just there to be telling people parable. We had nothing. We had nothing to say. If we had nothing to say, when he's afraid of telling the truth, then he will go and start telling. He become a storyteller now. No parable. He will put some picture in his bag and just say from funny thing that the children can fall for. But it's embarrassing. It is not clear, abundantly clear, that the law is the problem for Nyambli. The law, the one that destroyed Nyambli. Since the law came close to Nyambli, her decision making was impeded. Everything she's doing, she's no longer herself. Look at what just happened. Similar thing that he did that time when we all didn't know about anything going on behind the scene is exactly what he just did again. During the negotiation, when what's his name? When Ellis Cummings took a whole convoy to go meet Nyambli, who were there again, representing Nyambli and the other peoples. Jacob Smith were there. Dillon were there. Right after that meeting, everything that happened in that meeting, right after that meeting, he took a phone and questioned on Witherspoon. Here you go. I thought you were going to be a senator. I thought you should.
They never made a report.
Yeah, because the reason why he was making that report to State of Witherspoon, because State of Witherspoon got them by the boss. You know, ain't no thing we call plier. Still don't get a plier on their boss, or when you want to move, you squeeze it a little bit, then you come out here and say, oh shit, I can't do this.
I can't do anything, so I gotta wait. Yeah.
So it is embarrassing for some of us. Some of us who campaigned and openly supported Dillon. Nobody knew this is the kind of person he was. Okay, you want peace. You hotel the whole world, you want peace. Now they brought peace to you. And then you don't want peace. No, what you want?
Maybe the only piece that you wanted was maybe for Liberty Party to agree to
but people agree. You said you want the people to make Nyambli something. They say okay, and then you did not come back. I'm talking about what happened in December, and it just happened again. Do you know?
I think that was the Farmington, right? That Farmington, or that was that Farmington agreement? Okay, before the Farmington.
This happened when everything was Jakla, as you put it in Liberia. The people in Dillon went and told Brumskine's wife that they want peace in the Liberty Party. Musa and other people that have taken their party from them. And in order to make peace, to finish everything off, let them give them the position back to Nyambli. And the people call Brumskine's daughter, Brumskine's wife called Musa Ability and other people within the Liberty Party for peace. And when they called them, they say, okay, we will do it. Musa said, oh, I'm going to get back to the executive committee people will agree. We'll give Nyambli, we'll extend Nyambli time for her to be political leader. But then that meeting, they called it. He said it's 7 o'clock, you can't go nowhere.
That was the no?
Yeah, they don't say it's 7 o'clock, it's late now, it's too late, you can't go nowhere.
7 p.m.
7 p.m. They was too late.
Go ahead, Chief.
So the thing is, so we're going to have 20 minutes on the radio. I want to open the line in Liberia to tell them what's on their mind. Honestly speaking, Darrell Dillon disappointed Liberian people. And I can tell you, Dillon's leverage, Dillon's popularity, Dillon's strength is diminishing.
Everything dropping. Thank you. Everything dropping
by the minute. It's going down by the minute, by the second. As a matter of fact, do you know almost 60 to 70% of people that supported Dillon from the diaspora, whether in America, in Europe, in Australia, do you know majority of them, almost 60 to 70%, if the table was to turn around, they will never support it again.
No.
Do you know people from Europe telling me that they spend their hard-earned money to support Dillon, including sending his stuff. Let's say, for example, when Dillon talk about how he gave clothes and go shoot to Isaac Jackson, some people call me, both from here, from America, sending me receipt, sending me stuff, what they did for Dillon. But he can't talk about it. Why must Dillon go and talk about he giving suke to somebody? He giving a cool shoot to somebody. But what I'm trying to say in short, one guy called me that he spent $1,800 of his own money to support Dillon. But when you criticize Dillon one time on Facebook, Dillon block him.
Indeed. And that's what most of them do. They don't want you to.
So that attitude right there, that every person that you disagree with, you block them. That every person, even if they do whatever for you, but you don't care about that. But once you disagree with them, and once they say something about you, that's why I told you people say the man got temperament problem. He's temperamental, he's petty, he get angry for little thing, and he put everything on his finger. He never let anything go. If he's more than George Weah is better than Dillon when it comes to keeping grudges for people. Which is unfortunate because his personal greed, because his grudge against Mustability, because he's so angry. And one thing too, I would say, some people may not let me to say this. I think they don't feel insecure. He feel insecure to see any good people or good men around Yombly. I don't know the reason why, but I think he feels very insecure to see any strong man or any good person around Yombly. So he cut off from everybody and making her like some kind of. So
to what you even say, I know you really see that love between him and that if I Henry Costa, when Costa came.
The man is insecure of seeing any strong man around Yombly because he wants to continue to control her. And because of his behavior, Dillon's behavior now, Yombly does not seem or act like a leader anymore. Because a leader, you must be independent. You must be able to do things based on your leadership. You prove your leadership. You take decision even if your closer person will not agree with it. But I'm afraid his control over Yombly could cost her heavily. But let's open the line, elaborate. I think what's on their mind.
All right, so folks, for those of you that have been calling in, I guess that you already know the number, and so 0770203125 again, 0770203125. Tell us exactly what's on your mind, and please just be brief and straight to the point. We never know and talk beyond what's on your mind. Hello.
Yeah, thank you. Hello, am I live?
You are live. This is Johnson Mebankola and that is Sekou. It's not O'Neill, please. Go ahead.
Okay, Mebon, thank you very much. Let me say good evening to you and good evening to your panelists. I want to say thanks so much for the show. This is the voice of D. Patrick. I will join you this evening from Sokne District for Masurado County. I don't want us ready for us to go in the back, most especially in the past where we'll be explaining about Dillon and other things. No, we are not in a good house for us to come and sit down.
You see, what on your mind? The man just telling you excuse me now. The man telling you what on his mind. What on your mind? I want you to talk about, please.
Okay, yeah, but what on my mind for me, sometimes we got to erase all the things from the guest before we come out with what on our mind. What on my mind tonight is this. We all believe that we are getting to 2023 or we are getting to October That is a huge election that some of us we are anticipating, and it should be free, fair, and transparent. So when we come on a national platform like this, I think it should be better for us to preach peaceful messages to all Liberians.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Chief. To this caller, good evening. Hello. Some of you will sit to at the center. Is it can't tell what on your mind right now? So maybe your law makes somebody listen. To this caller, good evening. Hello. Hello. Let me see. Sorry. Yep. Good evening.
Good evening. Am I live?
Yes, my brother, you are live. Your name and from where you join us?
My name is Andrew Shabani of Matari.
Okay, go ahead, Andrew.
Okay, what's on my mind is President William. President William needs to learn to speak to the people of this nation.
Is he not speaking?
Huh?
Is he not speaking to the people?
He's not. What do I mean? The Charlene shooting happened. The $100 million job should happen. I didn't even know there was another trafficking case. Okay, I listened to the United Ambassador press conference. And the people nothing came out of it.
So you want him to speak to the people, right?
Speak to us.
Okay. Okay, speak to us. Okay. All right, thank you so much. Your point is clear. To this caller, good evening. Keep the calls coming. 0770-2031-25, 0770-2031-25. Please, you stop or beating around the bush. To this caller, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, my dear, your name and from where you join us?
Yes, the pastor with us from Manchester.
Okay, Pastor, go ahead.
I want to appreciate you for your show. I was down those thing. What's my mind is even President William because then he did or he been speaking. So we are playing the United Party also Mr. Kumi. We don't know when and to what time please they will speak to us and they will never do everyone in the country. Thank you.
Pastor. To this call, good evening.
Hello.
Yeah, my dear, your name and from where you join us?
My name is Samuel Williams and I'm joining from Pakistan.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. I don't know if studio girls or that person is in my way. The person said they don't have laws relevant. Yeah, move on my way. What's why yes, and can't go there again. They don't international now. The political pushing the country will never happen. It's happening on whosoever the TP are political for. Thank you.
I don't know some of you can be happy with the way the system is. I just so disappointed in some of you. Good evening. Yeah, my dear, go ahead. Yeah, they got it. Go ahead. Okay, Chief, go ahead.
Yeah, what on my mind this evening, we'll be talking about the reintegration of the country. The opposition we're not together. How will we defeat the people, inviting to a lot of corruption? We're not together as an opposition. We should forget about our differences now to come together to take the country from the corrupt feature of the government because the government has suffered the Liberian people a lot. We need changes. We need a rescuer now to come and rescue the country. Now as an opposition to be divided and be preaching, differences among ourselves.
But you're together before. Anyway, thank you for that wonderful if a suggestion is suggesting that the opposition come together. To this caller, good evening.
Good evening, Mabon.
Yeah, my brother, your name and from where you join us?
This is Charles Cooper. I call from Curisburg personally.
Oh, Charlie, you don't eat coffee today?
No, I'm in Curisburg. I come in coffee at time during the weekend.
Oh, okay, that's good. Go ahead, Chief.
Yeah, let me say thank you to Sekou. I think he raised some issues that are very germane. And you see, maybe I just want to stress on the issue of giving gifts to people, our politicians. As soon as you have some disagreements with them, then they come out and say publicly that they are giving you gifts, so you should not speak or have any disagreement. I think for me, it doesn't make sense, maybe. Giving gifts to people, no man is an island, maybe. One way or the other, we all have received gifts or have been helped by somebody. But not because someone helped you once upon a time. When that person does wrong, that doesn't mean that you cannot disagree with the wrong act that person carry on. So I think these things only work with people who bury their conscience because they have had gifts from people. Yeah, I think this is one of the reasons why the how they call it, code of conduct talking about preventing people from receiving gifts, especially government officials, because they believe that when you receive gifts from people, whenever the people do wrong, you don't want to say credit. There are many politicians in Liberia believe that when they are giving you $5 before, maybe because you got in the same bed before and they were able to give you $5. This time, if they did something wrong and you want to come back and say, "Look, I gave you $5 before," I think that politics is challenged, and our leadership will be far above that.
Okay.
Secondly, maybe on the issue of the appearance of our vast dinner bearer, I think if every Liberian should aspire that their child be like Charlene Brumskine. And one of the women in Liberia that have stolen my oration seriously, I'm praying that I had 2 girls children, maybe. If any of my get children could be like Charlie, I could be happy.
So Charlie, so can we safely say, in fact, this is the true maybe replacement for the former President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf?
Listen to me, maybe I posted on my Facebook page once upon a time. I said that Charlene, she may never become the next vice president or the next chief justice of the republic. Hey, she's a very good character, a strong, vibrant, brilliant woman. I call her Peter the Brain. And she comes to the table with a lot. She has a lot of futuristic potential.
Okay, thank you. So we're going to get other people to change Charlene to this caller. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. How are you?
Yeah, my brother, I'm great. Thank God. Your name and from where you join us?
My name is Fofi Kamara, calling from Noboro.
Okay, Fofi, go ahead, Chief.
Thank you for the topic on the discussion. Look, you have just said it all about Dillon. Senator Dillon is one person that today, I'm very disappointed in the senator for all of the struggle that some of us went through for Dillon. I'm one person at a time with the CPP. I'm a coordinator for ALP.
Especially the motorcyclists. There are a lot of motorcyclists that we saw by that time, shooting all on the streets, making sure that the campaign.
Exactly. I was over the motorcycle, and I have my motorbike. Campaign for Dillon, talking from Chuba all the way to Peace Island. I coordinator, did everything until they stole my motorbike. Today, Dillon is in $40,000 car moving around, and I'm walking by now. I walked to Dillon office when he called a meeting, and I went for that meeting. I asked Dillon about the stimulus package or document that they signed at the Capitol building, and I asked him the $30,000 that you received. What did you do with that money? Why didn't you come to the county and tell us what you were going to do with the money? Dillon signed a force with me, and when I asked him for my motorbike, I said, Dillon, I don't want you to pay for that motorbike, but at least compensate me with something that would add up to buy myself a motorbike. Dillon promised me $250. Today, that money is yet to be paid to me.
Okay, thank you so much. These are history coming up, or in fact, these are news coming up from the Senator, most of our county Senator Dallas Dillon. To this caller, good evening. Yeah, my brother, your name and from where you join us? Go ahead, Oracle.
Discussion and giving us the time to speak our mind. My issue has been drawn to the present government. I think it's time for Ambassador Weir and his group of incompetent folks to pass out of the executive mansion or the possible place they are, because the government has shown how level of incompetency from the inception of this government from day one. I believe that the government will love over 100 million drugs case. It shows that the government is not credible. It shows that all of the drugs coming to Liberia are being imported or is being imported by big hands in government. They've not the real maybe somebody would eat. So it's not going to go because the people are tired. The government has stagnated. People have reduced people's salary to the lowest. Even to get it a serious problem. So I think they should get tackled.
I don't even know there's a difference. There's a difference between the people that are working and the people that are not working. Me, I don't even know.
There's no difference.
But I see you, man. What kind of man are you? So just tell me one more call, then we cut over to you.
Yeah. So
Good evening.
Good evening, people. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm great. Thank God. Your name and from where you join us?
Well, I'm Tracy Tito, and I come from Omega to the 80% of
Okay, that's good. Go ahead.
I have not gone to a general personality. But if you want to,
no, her voice is not clear. Something is not right. You're not hearing her.
Your whole line is bad off. We're not getting you through, and we got to go because of time. Please, sorry to all of you. So yeah, say good quickly before we go because we have
quickly before we leave the radio, and we're going to be here. And I will encourage all of you to stay on.
Yeah. So saying you will be here, then let me just tell you what on my mind quickly before we go.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So for me, what on my mind is that government will come and go. Some of us, in fact, some of our government officials, some of you when you are working, look, you're working for the interest of the Liberian people. There's no way that you will work a government entity, then you make that place to look bad off in the name of maybe you don't like the other person, maybe you like the other person. No, if you do that, you are suffering your own people. Second, let me be friend. There are a lot of government officials today. They work with that kind of system, and everywhere just messing up in the name of maybe they don't like this or they don't want to do that. And please, we are praying that by the time the opposition take over or whosoever president that want to take over on 2023, please, when you are appointed in government, make sure that you work in the interest of the Liberian people. Thank you so much. So, Second Vogo, no time.
Yeah. So no time, and we will continue the show after the radio is now on, and we'll take calls from the diaspora. A lot of people have been calling. When we're taking calls from Liberia, and you people calling from the United States, yeah, we're not going to do that. A lot of people have been calling me, but I didn't answer. I answered some of them, and I just because it was just disturbing me with the calls. So I want you to wait once we open the line here in the so you can do that. But what I wanted to say here before we close within under the 1 minute is that those of you who think that the law is stay on Messiah or the law is stay an injured, the law himself knows exactly what's going on with him. He knows that his popularity is declining by the day. He has no leverage. He got nothing. Nobody trusts him anymore. And some of you who are talking nonsense over there, you live in, one guy who called talking about we should go and run. We the one run the campaign for Dillon. Most of the money Dillon made for his campaign, it came from the diaspora people. From Europe, from America, from in other part of the world. So he's not even speaking to any of those people right now. Because he's so ungrateful, he's disrespectful to everybody. He's so petty. Anybody disagree with him or try to even correct him, he'll block you. So we're getting this complaint every day. But the thing is, when it comes to national issue, that he is there to destroy the opposition, he's there to lie to the Liberian people every day, from one lie to another. He's not trusted anymore. But in game, and guys in studio.
Thank you so much. And on Saturday, by God's grace, we will to be together and to our team or to our followers, especially our viewers. Let me say many thanks to all of you. Thank you so much for being part of SKTV all of the time and keep up with your support. Thank you so much.
So thank you so much to the radio station. But again, we're going to continue with the show. We're going to end for like 1 hour. Probably we'll be here for another 30 minutes or so. We started late today, and we will not be here for the full 2 hours, but at least, some of these guys, simply because they believe that Dillon will support Joseph Nima Boakai, so they don't want anybody to speak about Dillon's bad behavior. I've said this and I will say it. I respect Yomli Kanga Lawrence. I will continue to respect her. But ever since she got close to Dillon, ever since she considered Dillon as her trusted and closest person, everything about her, especially when it comes to politics, is going down the drain. She's losing everything, including her decision making. You saw exactly what happened. They allowed the CPP to disintegrate under her leadership. Every decision making has been bad because of Dillon's influence. People, when you say, it will come across some people like as if to say, John, somehow said she doesn't have mind of her own to take decision. No, you can have a mind of your own, but if the person you trust, a person you believe, a person you take advice from, if that person is not honest, if that person is disingenuous, that person can put you into a lot of mistakes. And that is exactly what's happening to Yomli. She's not saying it. She thinks Dillon is everything. As a matter of fact, in their mind, Dillon is popular. Dillon can make anybody anything. Dillon, he said no. That the Dillon of yesterday, the Dillon of 2019, Dillon of 2020 is quite different from Dillon now. It will come to a point Dillon will be looking for people. He will not see them. Because Liberian people, they can trust you. When they trust you, when they believe in you, they will follow you. They will not even check. They will not listen to anything. But when you prove yourself to them as to who you really are, look at George Weah, for example. Dillon will never be popular like George Weah. George Weah got elected for president because of popularity. Dillon got elected because of CPP. And Dillon's popularity did not even last. Yes, right now when Dillon is speaking, some people go listen because they want to hear certain things. I mean, they got some crazy people on the Facebook when they're speaking. A lot of people can go there and go listen to them. I know people, there are people who will talk, they will not talk any substance, they will not discuss any issue. But when they go on, people go listen to them. But Dillon that we know, Dillon that we knew, 2018, 2019, the outspoken Dillon, the trusted Dillon, the light is no longer that Dillon. If you continue to deceive yourself thinking that Dillon can do anything for you, you are missing it. Trust me. 99.9% of Dillon's support from the diaspora have gone. Long time. And Liberians in Liberia, there are still people that will support him, that will show support and respect for him. Especially United Party people. And you don't get me wrong, there are people who are supporting United Party. So anybody who will support United Party, people can support Fangon, and they can support Fangon. If they say if they can believe in Fangon and listen to Fangon, then who else? But deep down, Dillon himself understands that things are not the same. And it's never going to be the same. Because now people have discovered who Darrell Dillon is. I hate to do this because some of us campaigned for him. We trusted him. And we believe that Dillon was better than his competitor. The reason was very simple. We just believe that Polita Wade, Thomas Fowler, they were all yes men and yes sir to George Weah and his government. We felt that giving anybody, adding more sedition to the legislature would give a lot of free route to George Weah. because they're not going to oppose anything. But guess what? Dillon is of no different. He's even behaving worse because dishonesty is very bad. Now he destroyed that lady. He destroying the lady very, very badly. He destroyed their party because of his personal reason. But yet, those who think that Dillon can make you something, just watch and see. Dillon is not that person that you think he was back then. Let me take a few calls here. Caller, what is your name and where you calling from? 705 number. Last four DJ is 5074.
How are you?
I'm doing great. What is your name and where you calling from?
My name is Sandy, and I've been following your show for a while, and I live in Canada.
Hey, Sandy, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. So I really like Charlene. She's very good. She speaks well. She's tough, and she's African.
Thank you. So
You're welcome.
Is that what you got to say today?
No, well, I've been following your show, and I hear a lot about George Way, and I've been reading a lot of books and educating myself on Africa, and it's been amazing since I've been learning. And Joseph Brumskine, I don't mean to say, but I think he's a liar.
He's a liar?
He's a liar and a thief.
Is a liar and a thief?
A thief. And this Prince Johnson thing I've been hearing a lot about, that's creepy.
The Prince Johnson thing you've been hearing about? So hold on one second. Are you the Caucasian lady that called the last time from Canada?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so
I've been following your show and I love it. I like Steve. I like you. You have some very interesting guests on there. And I've been learning a lot. I love Africa.
Thank you. We love you too. We appreciate it.
It's a beautiful country, but you know what? You need peace. You need to find your peace. You need to be more structured and family and wholesome and love.
So do you encourage other people, other non-African people like yourself to follow SKTV?
Well, not really. Well, I had a friend that was from South Africa, and I don't want to be a bully or anything, but the South African people, they can be bullies.
Okay. All right, no problem. Thank you so much. Thank you.
I love the country. I love everything about it, and Ghana and everything, and I hope to visit there one day.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you so much. We will love to see you in Africa as well, especially in Liberia.
You know what? There are good Africans. There are bad Africans. It's everywhere. It's all over the world.
Yeah, that's true.
It's true. It's true in people. It's true everything. There's good people and there's bad people. And you just have to be aware of them.
So when you say the Prince Johnson thing, what have you learned about Prince Johnson and his connection with Joseph Brumskine?
Yeah, well, I heard recently, I was watching a while ago, and you were talking about him, and a caller came on, and they were talking about how he was a racist and a murderer, and he was raping women all the time, and he was getting away with it. Well, you know what? We don't tolerate it here in Canada.
Okay.
We don't tolerate it. And you need to do your homework, and you need to really look at this person, because if he's running for like council or anything like that, and I know a lot about council, I know a lot about politics, it runs in my family, and I don't tolerate it. Okay,
that's good to know. So are you by any chance having any African family?
No, I wished I did.
Okay.
I'm just a white girl. I'm just a white girl, but I've learned a lot about Africans, and they are the most awesome people, but they need to be careful. They need to be safe. They need to be aware, just like all over the world.
So when you say you think Joseph Boakai is a liar, what was based on what you said that? Maybe somebody would want to know exactly why.
Well, maybe I shouldn't call him a liar because I don't know him and I've never met him. But you know what? I was watching a while ago. It was a couple of Saturdays ago where they were doing votes and everything, and he was talking, he was speaking, and he seems like a pretty decent guy. So like, I don't know, like the name calling. I don't like the name calling. I don't like it. Like, well, you know what? If he did lie, well, maybe he did it for a reason, and people do things for a reason.
Okay, I know exactly what you're talking about here. When we talk about the last time when he said on an interview that he had he has a pacemaker, but he never had a surgery.
Like, how old is he?
How old is he?
Yeah.
I'm confused now. Some people say 83. Some people say, it's more than that. Some people say 82. Some people say 79.
Well, I've seen a photo. I've seen a picture of him, and he does not look 83. He looks like he's like in his 50s, or he looks young.
No, Joseph Boakai. That's not Joseph Boakai. Joseph Boakai does not look young. Maybe that's somebody else.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Joseph Boakai actually look 100, but I mean, because he's not well.
So how old is he?
Some people say he's 89, some people say 83, some people say 90. I don't know his age actually.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Like, look at Biden. Like, he's got to be like 80 something, like, and nobody likes him.
Yeah, nobody likes him. All right, thank you so much.
I don't like him. Canada doesn't like him. The United States don't like him. Nobody wants him. And you know what? We need to bring some young people in politics so they can change it and make it better.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Sandy.
And I think Charlene would agree with me.
Yeah, I agree with you. Thank you so much.
We need young people, young women, children come first.
Yeah, so you say you like Charlene. You listened to Charlene yesterday, right?
I watched her speech when she was talking about Joseph, Uncle Joe, and you know what? She spoke up and she was right on.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much.
She was amazing, and I like her. And you know what? Africa is a beautiful nation.
All right, Sandy. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for your call. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
All
Thank you.
She says she don't like him. Nobody likes him. Canada don't like him. America, United States don't like him. Oh, caller, what is your name and where are you calling from?
Hi, good afternoon, Seiko. This is Prince Masquerade calling from Massachusetts.
Prince Masquerade, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm really wonderful.
Yeah, I just called to, the lady that just dropped the time, first of all, she's not white. She's a DNC supporter. I don't know why she has to change her identity because she wants to create some lies. She don't even know JMB. She said JMB is 50 years old, she just all over the place. But we know the ANC people, their games, they keep on catching with them. But here's my point, I listen to you and Chairman Billy, the Musa Billy, they're always talking about momentum has shifted. So I don't know where you both get this momentum shifting from. The only difference between you and Mr. Benedict is that Mr. Benedict said the other day on the same argument, closing argument, whatever they call it, that JMB and the Jeremiah Pontique will win NIMBA about 70 to 77%. So that was, he said a lot of things that are not true. But what he said about NIMBA, because he's on the ground, he always listens to people, he talks to people. So when he came up with those percentages about how JMB going to win NIMBA, I know that is something that Seiko will never do. and other ANC people will never admit to that.
Mr. did not say that. You said the lady is a liar. You said the lady is not. Does she know anything? The lady is not even a white person. You are now proving to be the liar because you still lying on Musability now that Musability said JMB going to win number 70%. What are you talking about?
70 to 77%.
You didn't say that. That's not true. Bring me the audio. Then we'll play. We'll play.
After the show, I'm going to cut that particular
part. Cut that part and send it to me, and I will play it.
Okay, yes, it was on the closing argument. He made that statement in front of Ben Sabi and other things.
All right.
Thank you. Let me just say, I'm not done yet. Let me just make my last point. You know, I listened to a lot of people that Charlene said this, Charlene was so eloquent and all of that. But Charlene said a lot of contradictory things yesterday. Even to the point that she said something about her father. Her father used to wear white shirt and all of this, that the people didn't like it. So, I mean, you know.
What are you talking about?
I mean, Siko, you don't listen. You listen to what you want to hear. I'm telling you, she said this on OKFM. She said that about her own dad.
Say what thing?
That her father, she has some problem with some of the way her father did something. Her father made some mistake in the past. What they call him, Jackson asked him what were some of those mistakes. He said, like, he used to wear this white shirt, and I told him that sounded like brown things, so some of those things people didn't like it. She criticized her father on that. You can go again and listen to OPFL. She said it.
All right, my brother. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, okay. Thank you very much.
Anyway, we have to accept everybody's call. So I don't know. I don't even get anything this guy was trying to say, honestly speaking. But again, it's okay. I mean, everybody got the right to tell us what's on their mind. But this guy, everything he said, I don't know. He said the white woman, she's our ANC. See, the white woman, she's ANC participant. She, oh my God, Labyrinth. Some of you can make me sick, man. Caller, what is your name? Where you calling from? 973 number, last 4 digits, 6494.
Hi, this is T calling from New Jersey.
I hope you're not a white woman. You're not a.
I could be.
I hope you're not a white woman though. because
now
where women then attend to ANC people there. The ANC really ANC.
People need to let it go.
No, ANC. I mean the ANC is growing. You guys recruiting white people and all that to come and talk crap about
I guess
JMB.
People want change. Look at, like when you look at this summer, look all the advertisement they show. Look at Jamaica, all the places there, the island, all the places, Ghana, Nigeria, the people going and touring.
But how can everybody calling the same number, man? You call different. You call your own number. Everybody can be calling the same number. Go ahead, T.
But this is what on my mind. I watched the interview with Charlene. I like her personality. I like her energy. Even if she shine more than Mr. Comey is fine. I'm sure Mr. Comey ain't got time for that. Who shine, who ain't shine. I like everything about her, the energy that she has. And I pray that her energy continue to be in her and shine so she can reach out to a lot of young women and other women, market women and young girls. And you see, you were saying something about Dylan. I remember Dylan and Young Vic came from the CPP. So us talking to you on the phone. Okay, put money into the long campaign, talk to the family. Now we're telling them, I told them, I said, listen, in life you gotta keep trying until you get it right. Don't let the long disappointment make you not to try again in life. Keep trying. One day you'll get it right. I told them, I said, Mr. Comey, I said, man, I'm an ANC person. I'm not gonna pretend saying, oh, I'm not ANC, I'm just there. I like the message and I like everything that you want to bring to my country. So I appreciate it and I'll try my best to talk to my family and friends. Every day I talk to them, I educate them the meaning of their voting and the way they should vote. Because if they will vote right, no matter what it is, they won't be in this situation. Don't vote because somebody comes to you, or you are in the hospital, they give you $5 to free you out of the hospital, or you need a rights, they give you rights. A temporary fix, or one permanent fix. And I want to tell them. So for now, I stand with ANC, and we can't wait for campaign to start. I got bunch of t-shirts in America that I want to print and give it to my friends. Thank you, Segu.
Thank you so much. Thank you. We appreciate it. Let's take the next caller here. Hey, Prince, why you keep calling the same number that everybody calling? You have the other number. We have 2 numbers. Yeah, but you're alive.
Yeah, hello. Thank you, boss. How you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. So you guys, communist supporter, enjoy your guy. White people now coming to defend communist and attack GMB. That GMB is a liar.
One thing I realized about GMB.
And Prince, I want you to say this. I want you. You remember we told you guys that we have a lot of different people can be watching SKTV.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So.
But what's on my mind now, and I wanted to be very clear to the ANC people. Folks have worked very hard to get the CPP to be to where it is today, to have the win that it had against ACL, to have the sort of kind of ticket that we have today. I pray that the ANC folks focus on the price rather than be distracted. The Unity Party now is desperate. They will do anything and everything to cause distraction. Focus on the price. The Senate Bureau and Vice Senate Bureau already set the agenda. When you hear the Vice Senate Bureau talking, she's speaking on policy issues that will affect the lives of Liberian people. So let's focus on that. My public call to Mariah is for Mariah. I understand she's smart, brilliant young woman, a lawyer. Now, damping down her emotions and let her focus on the price. And when we focus on the price, is to sell the ticket to the Liberian people. The ticket has one objective and one goal. And that one objective is that to bring change to Liberia. And the goal is that to elevate the Liberian people from the condition they are in today. When the Senate Bureau said that, when the Vice Senate Bureau said that one of the first things they will do in the first year, they will create 100,000 jobs. She will ask as to how they're going to create that job. She was emphatically clear. She said that they would tap in the agriculture sector. And she said that because of the low skill level of most of our young people, it would be very difficult for you to go train them to the skill level to bring them on par to the kind of technology that Liberia needs to be lifted. So in the agriculture sector, that way our young people will be trained and that most of them will get the job, the low skill job that they need. And that was a beautiful strategy. So ANC folks, you stop all the every knee-jerk reaction, and you start responding to everything people will say, because Unity Party people right now, the thing they're talking about now is how Joseph Baga helped Charlene Brumskine's mom. But the thing they're not saying that, if you look at Charlene Brumskine's mother age today, and you look at the time Joseph Baga helped Charlene's mother, then you ask yourself, well, is this Joseph Baga age correct? Because if you do the addition, because Charlene is 47 years old, of my age, and when you look at the time of mine was 16 years old, Joseph Baga helped her, then Joseph Baga is not 76, then he's lying about his age.
Yeah,
so,
maybe he's around 90 or something.
Yeah, you must come clean about real age. Joseph Baga must come clean. But anyway, that's the parent to worry about there. But let's see ANC people focus on the price. Let them call on the young people now in Liberia to surround themselves around Charlene. And if Mariah want to do anything better, let Mariah go now and organize the young ladies in our country.
Why are you focused on Mariah though? What's going on?
Because Mariah is the spear, the tip of the spear. She's a very sharp, elegant young woman, but then sometimes she allows her emotion to take the best of her. And I love her, and I want her to be more effective and not be distracted. So and I think because she's a young woman, and she has a lot of things she can do to bring, because this election will be decided by the women of Liberia, especially the young women of Liberia. And no better young woman that can do it, can complement the Charlene Brumskine. Because Charlene Brumskine, I must say, yes, because our politics, the age dynamic of our politics, we can call her a young woman, but she's a 47 years old woman. She's not young like Mariah. So that bridge, Mariah is a bridge now that can be between Charlene Brumskine and the much more younger generation. So she has to focus on that. And now I'm making her. I'm sending this public. What do you call it? Bulletin.
Yeah, but you are communist supporter. You think when you call it Mariah, she will not listen? She will not pick up your phone?
Well, the thing is that yes, I'll call Mariah. She will pick up my phone. But sometimes, when you want to send a message, you send what they call a message of dual reference.
Okay.
Although I use Mariah as a case study, but other young people out there too, I wanted to hear this message too as well.
I got you. Thank you so much, my brother.
Thank you very much.
Let's take this caller here. Caller, what is your name and where you calling from? 310 number, last 4 DJ 5282.
Hey, Sekou, how you doing? It's SB Don calling from Toronto, Canada.
How are you?
I'm doing well, thanks. Thanks for the show and thanks for having me. I just want to say a couple of things. You know, before everything that we've seen now, I used to really believe that, you know, sedition and those in the CDC camp will lie. But I'm telling you, they got the lying playbook from UP. Because those folks in UP, they are the mastermind when it comes to lying. Those guys can really lie. They know how to put a story together. They know how to deflect. And they just know how to lie. And it's no surprise because we clearly see, as the previous caller just mentioned, that there's a good chance that the head of the UP in JMV is quite possibly lying about his age. But I just want to point out, you know, how disgraceful and shameless these guys are. After the interview, or after Ms. Brumskine appearance on closing argument yesterday, you can see that these guys have nothing but to go and dig up an old newspaper article that shows Ben Ayure talking about being a fixer and whatever. So now, it's like every week or every day, they're coming up with something new. Whenever they're pinned against the wall, when you ask them to come and provide records to the Liberian people, they will come up with something new to deflect. A lot of things that Charlene said yesterday, those are things that have been going on for years that we probably never would have found out had she not been appointed as Vice President Kennedy to Mr. Cummings. But a lot of the things she said we probably would have never heard about it. They would never. They would have just gone under the carpet. DeLong would have been walking around like the things he wanted everyone to believe that he is. He would have been walking around. So you see, God has a way of doing things. And I said yesterday on Lofa Show, Councilor Brumskine was sitting down minding her business, doing her working in the private sector, you know, carrying on her law firm, and all of the dealings, all of the shenanigans that Yombly and DeLong and they were planning, all of the things that these guys did to Cummings, from the framework document fiasco to now, right? Everything happened in a way where Ms. Brumskine found herself in a position that she found herself in. And now she feels like she owes the Liberian people the truth. So all of these things are going to be swept under the rug and kept hiding from us. We're starting to learn these things. That today, DeLong can go and post a picture with his back showing to everyone, you know, giving all of these innuendos that he's a guy that fights a certain way and he's not going to pay attention. No, you're saying these things because you're embarrassed.
My brother, not to cut you off, let me say this to you. Yeah. Anytime you hear somebody saying, I'm not even bothered about this, they are very much bothered about that particular thing. Anytime you hear somebody saying, I'm not going to say anything about it because they have nothing to say about it. Exactly. Let me tell you. And the law is embarrassed. The law is disgraced. The law now has been caught lying many, many times. But people didn't know that he is even bad more than lying to the public. That he is doing stuff behind the scene and presenting a different picture to the people, to the Liberian people. Everybody in the world thought Musability, the problem for, you know, the whole Liberty Party, a lot of people thought it was between Musability and Yombly. But not knowing that DeLong is the one that been poisoning Yombly, making sure that there will be no peace in the Liberty Party. Simply because Musability is still the chairman. Because the pettiness in him, the fact that he and Musability disagree, so he will make sure so long Musability stays the chairman of the Liberty Party should destroy. That's how petty he is, which is very bad. I don't want to add that.
And that's true. And that just tells you where their interest lies, right? These guys come out every day and they tell us that they care so much about the Liberian people, they care about our country, but that's not the case. You know, But just to say a few more things before I leave. You know, I said before there were a lot of voters back in 2017, younger people between the ages of 15 to 17 that were not eligible to vote. And I think CDC, and I'm going to get on CDC, I think they're taking it for granted. You know, a lot of these young kids that were not able to vote, come 2023 October, they're going to be eligible to vote. And one of the things I think social media has done, as much as it has hurt us in some ways, but I think a lot of these young people have had a chance to see some of us. They see you, they see Steve, they see Lopa, they see all of these guys, myself. They see, you know, the life we live and how we portray ourselves. And I know some of these young people, they want opportunity. I'm not saying they have to be like us, but they deserve opportunity. The same opportunities that we have, the economic opportunity, the empowerment that we have to live, the free life that we live, they deserve it. And so these young people are going to go to the polling station. They're going to look at the CDC government and hold them accountable for the past 6 years. And this, for me, this is the kind of message I want to be passing on to our young people. Look at this government for the past 6 years and ask them, where are the opportunities that you have provided for me that I've been able to empower myself, to take care of myself, to have a better future, to have a fighting chance in life? These are the kind of messages I want us to be spreading. As far as all of the you know, misunderstanding that's going on within the opposition, I'm just tired of it. You know, the DeLon and all of these guys, I look at them as nothing. And I've always said this, and I will continue to say it. The moment our people in Liberia become empowered to the point where they can make economic decisions that will impact their lives, the lives of their families and the children, the lives of DeLon and all of these guys will be nothing. Because nobody will care for what they have to say. Nobody will pay attention to what an Aquarius Gray will say or Edwin Snow. Look, I said to our young people, this going Christmas holiday, Edwin Snow flew his entire family back to Liberia. They were on his ranch, on his beautiful home, enjoying themselves, while our young boys and women are roaming the streets looking for opportunities. So I want to say to our young people, look at these people and how they live. Look at Aquarius Gray. He will call his daughter on FaceTime while she's in America going to school. Ask yourself, do I deserve that same chance? And if the answer is yes, then hold them accountable for not providing those opportunities for you at the voting the polling station. So once again, I want to say thanks for having me on the show. We will continue to come on here and let our young people hear us. I come on here to talk not because I have aspirations in Liberia. I make good enough money in Canada. I have a great career. All of my kids are here. They're set for life. I'm not trying to go to Liberia to fight for government jobs.
My man, let me put your point on you right there. You make good. No. I gotta say this. You make good money in Canada. You never contribute to the SKTV. We'll hold you. For...
Please send me your PayPal because I can't do cash.
Okay. I say we're coming hold you accountable for that.
But give me the PayPal and I'll make my contribution. But I will just say this. I know a lot of you guys, a lot of the guys out here, we come here, we say the things we say, not because we want jobs in Liberia.
Not at all. That's true.
We were once those young boys and girls that are currently in that country. And all we ask is that these kids, all of those kids, have the same opportunities that we have had, to have the same fighting chance in life so that they can become someone tomorrow. And that's all we ask for.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you so much.
So thank you for having me on the show.
Yeah, for sure. So, yes, speaking of contribution, I just pulling out my brother's leg. But yes, somebody sent just right after when we started the show, somebody sent us $20. But the person said we shouldn't call the name. Say for one to remain anonymous, $20. The person sending money to us was 12:46 p.m. here. Now we are 1:35. Yeah, it happened earlier today when we started the show. Thank you so much to the donor. Let me take the next caller here. We're about to leave now because we got to go watch other show. Let's do this. Caller, what is your name and where you calling from? 609 number. Last 4 DJ is 5493. Are you there?
Hi, Sekou. Hi, Sekou. My name is John. I just wanted to buttress a point that you actually made about the long pay scheme. Sekou, my wife was a huge supporter of the loan. Even me, we spent thousands of dollars in our Liberia without the loan concern. They don't even know.
Wow.
I put my brother on the line. My brother was one of the people that were protecting the vote for Jerome. In around where Georgia is, if they don't even know those things. If you remember around Georgia area, they think Georgia did not win around his area. We was the one that did it.
Okay.
I mean, on the day of the election, we have huge party. The children eating, we send money for food. The children eating, we talking to these children to go and vote for Delon. CDC children, those guys went and voted for Delon. Some of these guys that are even working in the government, they went. We don't like to call names because we are so close to these guys, just for security reasons. We did all kinds of things. They don't block my wife because my wife tried to make it to understand. Because I told my wife this, if you can remember, when one day this guy, the Senate protest came out to say, okay, how he been giving money to Delon, and Delon did not tell everybody. I told my wife, I said, you see it, he could not even defend himself on those things. Not knowing he was acting like he actually for the people, he going back taking money from the same government. Even though he was not working government, taking money for the same guy, just when he gets in power, before he gets the senatorial position, he already been compromised. You understand? He already been compromised because he was already taking money from the Senate protest and other people. So when we try to address those things, they may block my wife. He blocked my wife. My wife supported his campaign. I supported his campaign. One day I told my wife, I said, this guy don't look sincere because.
So he blocked your wife, but does he know that does he know that your wife supported him?
Yes. He know my wife gives financial contribution. He and my wife took pictures. He and my wife, every time he came here, my wife was there. He blocked my wife just because my wife asked him a single question.
So you see, that is something that I've said here before. The guy is thin-skinned, he's temperamental, and he is an ingrate, which is very, very bad.
So I just wanted to
compress
that point that you made. We spent thousands of dollars for that guy. He won that election because of him. He did not win that election because of him. I have hundreds of people in Brazil fighting for that guy. I have people around the Georgia area, in rehab area, fighting for him. We did not sleep the whole night. We have people protecting him. A lot of those people that I'm talking about who paid it. Some of us paid people to protect him. He didn't even know those things.
No, brother, thank you so much.
It's not because we don't count on Facebook to yell. But anyway, thank you so much. We'll continue to support the show. And I mean, we'll continue to be anonymous too. Okay?
No problem. Thank you, sir. So, folks, when I saw that writing that Delon posted with his back turned, that he's speaking from experience because you won 2 times. Yeah, you won because you were the one on the ballot. But you did not just win by yourself. You were supported by the 11 people. The same people that are supporting you now as the same people that are saying that you are not to be trusted. The same people are saying that you are not a good human being, that you are petty. You are very petty and you are thin-skinned. Unfortunately, some of these guys, after everything Stanton said about Delon, when Stanton said on his show that time, that after everything Delon did, in fact, Delon went and opened another show to counter Stanton Witherspoon show. Then he said, well, guess what? He said, Delon called me begging me that he want to come on my show. He said, I have to tell him that I will talk to the other guys. And then he said he called Kefashan, he called other people, Ben said that put in. They say, yeah, no problem. Allow them to come. You think that was for nothing? State of Witherspoon control that guy. He controls Joseph Boakai. And to some extent, he has some control over Costa. Unfortunately, I hope Costa will come clean and he will muster the courage to defy Stand of Witherspoon. Because Witherspoon said Costa, DeLong, Youngly, they were not going anywhere because he got them. I don't subscribe to what Stanton can do. It's bad. Now, when you do something for somebody or you have somebody have something going on, then you should, when you disagree with it, you should come and go put it on the blast. That is unfortunate. You know, some people who supported Dillon, no matter what you say, they will continue to support him. But that's Liberia. But we know the Dillon of yesterday is not the Dillon of today. Even if there is an election today in Liberia, the way the things you Dillon can make somebody Senator Thomas to win in Monserrado, watch and see. Watch and see. It's bad to have to call yourself a leader. And then hold on one second. So we gotta leave. We gotta leave now. Caller, you are the last caller. We gotta end the show right now. We gotta go. Okay, that person already left the show. So yes, indeed, we will be here again on Saturday, and I probably will be here tomorrow again. But Saturday will be our regular show, and Charlene Brumskine Fixture 2 will be here on Sunday. We'll leave it here for today. Thank you all. And a big thank you to the one person that sent us the $20, but they say no name. I know the name, but they say no name. We want to remain anonymous. We appreciate it. Thank you so much. We'll see you guys tomorrow. And hopefully we'll be here on Saturday and Sunday as well. Okay? Thank you so much.